visions, there are many ways that we can judge from outside, objectively, whether she is right or wrong. Number one, her own way of life. Has she been honest throughout? Is she truthful? Does she not speak ill of others and given to mischiefs and so on and so forth? If she is correct and honest and straight, then the possibility of Allah communing with him begins. The second question would be about her mental state and emotional state. If she is suffering from the loss of some dear one, if she has lost her emotional balance and begins to see visions of that person or visions from God that he is good and he's all right, there is no proof in those visions about her being true. We accept her to be true because we know her character. But such phenomena can occur psychologically as well. Human psyche can mislead you about many things, because when some people go mad, they hallucinate. When some people suffer from fevers, they also begin to imagine things which are not there. They're honest, but what they see is false. So far, if we judge such a lady about her visions, we have no proof of her being right. But there are possible proofs which can prove her to be right, which are to be seen objectively, not to be judged by her herself subjectively. These are the proofs which speak of the outside world. If she sees a dream that thing and that thing will happen, and if she is also pious, then if that thing happens while there is no reason why she should have been able to know that something beyond her reach will be happening in future, then of course we cannot call her a liar. Then this vision or this dream or this revelation could be from God. The second way of judging these things is that when she speaks of such visions or revelations, does she have those visions, revelations about the goodness in man, about improving the quality of man as such? And yet it speaks of some prophecies which become fulfilled. Then you should take that prophetess seriously, because then she is not concerned with what happens to her. She is concerned about mankind. But there is yet another problem. If God is telling her to tell the mankind to change their ways and behavior and tell them that she is speaking from God, she should also one other sign of her truth, that people should turn deadly against her. Because it always happened in the case of true prophets of God. Not one was spared. Look at Jesus, Christ peace be upon him. He delivered a message which was so innocent and so godly in character. His message wanted to convert a hard-hearted society into a very soft-hearted, sacrificing society. If somebody strikes you on one cheek, offer the other. What is wrong with this message? Why should it infuriate others? But he was one of those prophets against whom the entire Jewish society turned with such viciousness. They wanted to undo him, his message, the people who believed in him. So this is the sign of truth when Allah seriously, Allah is always serious, but for man, he seems to appoint some messenger seriously from him. They're all opposed without fail. Search far and wide in the religious history of all the world. This is the message which you will receive from everywhere. Their being opposed is a sign of their truth, the ultimate sign of their truth. If you deliver a message and people around you think you are a very godly person and begin to respect you, then you might as well be motivated by your inner interest, and you may be telling lies. But if you deliver a message from God and you know that the society will turn bitterly against you, you will be punished for that message. If you remain steadfast, despite this, no sane man can call you a liar, because a liar always lies for gains, not for punishment. So this is the ultimate proof of a person receiving messages from God, that he is the first subject of that persecution or object of that persecution, and as such he becomes witness to the reality of God as well as the truth of a message from on high. Thank you.
The next question is from Miss.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, second question.
Yes, Hazur.
You have a second question too? Yes, please. Thank you.
Hazur, second question is, what is the evidence of main manifestation of the supernatural in the Islamic faith? Supernatural.
There is nothing supernatural in Islamic faith. Those who believe there is, ask them this question. I believe there is no supernatural in religion, because nature is created by God and man is created by God. Faiths, religions, etc. are created by God. How would he contradict his one creation and to make it oppose the other creation? It's not possible. Sometimes we fail to understand why a thing happened which normally does not happen. If we fail to understand that, that is supernatural. No more. But a time comes when we begin to understand that. This is how the science is proceeding. All that man could not understand before, a large number of that unknown is becoming known through scientific investigation. So if without this knowledge which we possess today, somebody had shown some scientific miracle, people of that age might have adjudged it to be supernatural. But the supernatural of the past becomes the natural of tomorrow. I mean, the supernatural of yesterday becomes the natural of today. This is how it goes on and on. Thank you.
So next question is from Miss Sumaya Pili Hoska from North London.
Yes.
She's there.
We had a question from you last time as well. And this morning, somehow, I suddenly remembered you. And there you are. Thank you for coming again.
Hazur, question is, I am an artist. Is it haram, let's say unlawful in Islam, to paint pictures other than Islamic ones? That is to say...
No, it's not haram. What is haram is to paint imaginary gods which do not exist. This is one difference of opinion, of religious opinion which we have from the rest of the mainstream Muslim mullahs. They think all paintings are haram. We say no, the paintings of realities are not haram. They could not be haram. When you consult a mirror, what do you see? An image. But it is reality. So reality is not haram in Islam. Thank you.
Hazur, next question is from Amy, Miss Amy from Hungary. She is a student.
From?
Hungary.